Max, Wolfing, Sporten, Skandal, Skandal, Kragens.
So yeah, tell me what you thought of it.
Absolutely fantastic, brilliant, fantastic seeing the Minster just lit like this, absolutely brilliant.
That was just absolutely monumental. It was beautiful. The fact they've got it so aligned within the windows and the door frame and things like that, so when it came on, it just lined up so beautifully. It was just, well, I'm photography and things like that, but I had to stop photographing and filming because it just caught me. It's one of those moments, although it's filmed played over 3 times, it was one of those that just, the first time I saw it, it was just, wow.
Yeah, it was amazing sort of using the stone and the glass that we've got already to really sort of highlight bits and to make it really different, but also to having the bits where it was sort of looked like like the stone was the window was just phenomenal.
I really like the end actually, with the big images on the screen at the end, and I particularly like the bit where the blue sky shone through the ceiling. I thought that was brilliant.
It was absolutely astounding. I think to be in this place, in this space, to see that was just breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. It brought it to life and it just became a piece of art and beauty all at once. It was just amazing. Loved it. Thank you.
This is absolutely mind-blowing, and that's rather what I think. I think it's amazingly imaginative and beautifully executed, both visually and in terms of the soundtrack and the text. So I think it's a really wonderful piece of work.
The way that the sky opened up through the vaulting, and it's just incredible. I've seen buildings having projections upon them, but nothing inside like this, and not in a building as beautiful as this. It's the most beautiful building in the world, and to see that here was just incredible.
And there were quite a number of moments. The dragon and the beast, and when the dragon shoots the fire out of his mouth. Fantastic.
I think it's brilliant. I think it takes you right back to what the Minster must have been like when it was first built, with people doing all this kind of stuff and admiring the architecture. I think it's just a new way of seeing the architecture, I think.
I think it should be done more across the UK and things like that, worldwide, because I think more people should be able to see it. I definitely think more people should be able to see it.
Good evening, welcome to the Late Look North. The main headlines tonight. And York Minster lights up to mark the start of a project to protect their medieval stained glass windows. A special sound and light display has been taking place at York Minster this evening to mark the start of a project to protect the mostly medieval stained glass windows. Now, 60% of them have no protection at all from the elements, and so a 10-year fundraising campaign is getting underway, and Nicola Rees has had the real treat of being at the Minster this evening.
Well, York has become quite famous for its light shows over the years. We've seen glitter balls over the shambles. We've seen buildings right across the city lit up like a kaleidoscope. But this one is quite unique, not least because it's happening inside, right here in the Minster's nave. Now, Karen Monid is one of the artists who's worked on this installation. Karen, from London, but becoming quite well known in York now.
Yes, Ross and myself have been coming to York for about 10 years doing different pieces of artwork, specifically out in the streets. This is the first time we've actually come inside the Minster.
And tell us about this particular show and the challenges of working in a space like this.
This particular piece focuses on the medieval stained glass of the Minster, and to do that, we've had to take into account a lot of the architectural details that exist inside the nave itself. So it's taken a long time to get the image to map exactly onto the different parts of the architecture.
And combined with the soundscape as well, I imagine this is going to be a pretty immersive experience.
Yes, we're intending it to be a completely unique experience for anyone who's going to come into the Minster to experience the atmosphere and the piece itself.
And tickets are £5, but all of that money goes back into the York Minster Fund. Neil Sanderson, you can tell us a little bit about that. that and why that money's so important.
Yeah, over 70 windows of the Minster are still without any protection on the outside, so open to the elements. And all the money raised this weekend goes into the fund with a match from the Heritage Lottery Fund, so that for every £1 that we get from the public, £4 goes towards protection of the precious windows of the Minster.
After all the years that we've been covering the restoration of these beautiful medieval windows on Look North, I think people might be quite surprised to know that most of them are still without protection.
Yes, it's incredibly difficult and takes a long time to protect the windows. So our programme is actually a 10-year programme to protect all these windows, because you have to protect them in so much detail.
There we go, so a really good cause too. Doors open at 8 o'clock on Saturday and on Sunday, and it's a really unique chance to come and experience the Minster after hours.